Hello, good morning, and welcome to 30 Minutes of Dyslexia with Blessing Ingyape. It feels like I haven't been here in ages. That's because last week, Saturday, I was at a conference, and I hope you were able to join me because that was so enlightening, especially if you're a business owner. It was a conference on leadership, on having structures and systems in your business, especially if you're just starting up. It really was an amazing place to be because you get to learn how to do things right from the foundation. But anyway, here we are today on 30 Minutes of Dyslexia, and thank you for joining me. Let me know where you're connecting from. Yes, so I can get to know you personally and I can get to mention you by name. Yay, thank you, Mrs. Patience Akande. Thank you so much for being here today. I can't wait. Each time I see you pop up, I look forward to having you here on 30 Minutes of Dyslexia sometime last Saturday of this month, right? Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so today I posted a video earlier. If you're watching and you haven't seen that video, you can just check back up after this live show. And it was a video of my student and I. And while I was teaching them yesterday, a lot of people ask me, "Oh, where do you work? You know, how do you go to work?" And sometimes when I explain how flexible my job is, they're like, "Wow, really? And is this online thing working?" Yes, it is working. Now, a little background story. When we started Dyslexia Help Africa, it wasn't an online academy. As a matter of fact, when families called me from other parts of the country that, oh, they have a child with dyslexia, what can they do? I said, you have to come to Abuja because right now I can't go to where you are. And if I have to go to where you are, it's going to be really expensive because my accommodation, my flight ticket, my feeding, before you then start paying for the intervention. So that's really going to be high. I remember I had a girl who brought the brother all the way from the east. They came but basically she came to get trained. She got trained. She worked with the boy for about 1 week, and then she went back. So teaching online wasn't really something we're big on until COVID came. And we're like, wow, 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 okay, okay, okay. And all my mentors just like, went online. It's good to have people you can look up to that take, positive and quick decisions in tough times so that you can follow. So I just looked around, all my mentors, amazing people. They just boom, moved online. I said, "Ah, what am I waiting for? Let's just do this. Let's go online too." And at first I was skeptical because like, oh my God, will these children with dyslexia really cope online? Will they be able to cope? But we're surprised that they were actually doing better online. It was like it's a puzzle we're yet to unveil. They were doing so well, and during that period, we had more kids from different parts of Nigeria than in Abuja. We're based here in Abuja, but more kids from Abia, from Nassau, from Lagos, from Port Harcourt, and we're working with them online, and we're seeing amazing results. Most of you know Okezika because I've anchored him before my show. When Okezika started with us about a year ago, sitting down was a problem. Because sometimes people also ask, how about kids who are hyper or who have been diagnosed with ADHD? Okezika has been diagnosed with ADHD. So, I mean, the mom had to always sit down there and call his attention back, focus. I mean, if we had a class, you will hear us saying focus for over 50 to 100 times before the 1 hour class was over. In fact, we couldn't even have a 1 hour class with him. We had to break it. Started from 10 minutes break, 10 minutes break, and then he moved to 30 minutes break, and now he doesn't even get any break at all. And all of this was achieved via online learning. So it is a beautiful opportunity. And the way the world is going, we obviously know that online learning is not going to diminish. It's just going to increase more. Okay, we have schools that do blended learning now as a part of their curriculum. You learn online for 2 days in a week, you come to school 3 days in a week. So, as an educator, this is something you should be looking at. God forbid. But what if some other kind of virus hits again? What's your plan? And your school decides to go on hold? Does that mean your teaching profession is going to end? What if you want to explore and reach more kids aside from the kids in your community? Online learning allows you to be an international teacher where you can teach kids from different parts of the world. So, as an educator, this is something you should look into. And while I was thinking about this, it reminded me of a series I used to run on Head Start Africa, the Teacherpreneur Series. And I think I'm going to bring it here because I personally don't believe that educators are on the last or low chain of what do I call it now, of earning. Yes, because there's this mindset that teachers are poor. Teachers, if you want to be a teacher, it means you want to help people, you want to sacrifice, you want to sacrifice your life, because you're just going to live a life of poverty and all of that. Those are mindset I really don't believe. I am a teacher and I'm enjoying my life. I am living well and there is more. I am not broke at all. I am not broke and I enjoy what I do. I give value, yes, for whatever I do, and I also receive lots of remuneration for it too. Okay, so that mindset of teachers being poor, I don't believe. I think educators are the ones that don't take opportunity of, you know, take advantage of the opportunities that are around them. And one thing I also realized, like I used to always say during the Teacherpreneur Series, that the more you add value to yourself, the more money gravitates towards you. Most educators, aside from whatever degree they got from the university, they have not improved themselves in any way at all. They are waiting for their school to take them on trainings. If the school doesn't take them on the training, then that's all. I mean, how do you want to earn more? You have to do more. You have to do more. You have to be extra for you to earn extra. Okay, so that's a series I'm going to plan. I'm going to start. So, is this something you're interested in? Let me know if you want us to start that series here on Dyslexia Help Africa to help educators more. Okay, thank you, Mario, for joining us. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Patience Akandi. Okay, so now let's talk about the training we run at Dyslexia Help Africa. Because aside just learning how to teach children with dyslexia, it is also very beneficial in lots of other areas of your life as an educator. One, you get to learn how to teach a child with dyslexia. You get to know what dyslexia is. And right now we have, it is said that 2%, only 2% of educators know what dyslexia is. No, not even know, have heard the word dyslexia. It means that about 98% of educators have never heard the word dyslexia before. Never. That is here in Nigeria. So you can see that one, as an educator, it is an environment, it is a system that you should dive in because a lot of kids need help with this difficulty here in Nigeria. So this is the time for you to jump in. This is the time for you to jump in, get the knowledge, help lots of kids. Okay, they are all over. Like I always say, I can't reach all of the kids. Okay, so if we also look into research, it says 15 to 20% of every population is dyslexic. So if you're talking about our population, you can say talking about hundreds of thousands, right? And how many educators know what dyslexia is. Just about 2% of educators know what dyslexia is. So it is a good place for you to join in, a good system for you to join in as an educator, because there are a lot of kids that need these services, and we don't have professionals who can effectively teach these kids. Like that's why when I train people, I always say, in your state where you are the voice of people with dyslexia. You can start a change there. Be someone that if they call me, oh, listen, I'm in Kano, I have a dyslexic child. What do I do? I can just quickly recommend you and say, oh, we have someone in Kano who took a training with us, and we can vouch for this person because they do amazingly well. So it is something you should dive in, okay? And generally, like I always say, I was training once and I was talking about the 21st century skills that a teacher needs to have. And one of the 21st century keys that an educator needs to have is to be able to teach diverse learners, because you have them in your classroom, okay? If I have a teacher come to look for a job at my place of work, I'm going to choose someone who has a certificate in dyslexia over just you who have only have a degree in teaching, because I know that in the classroom there are diverse learners, and this person who has another certificate in teaching kids with learning difficulties is going to do a better job. So beside just the regular degree you have. And interestingly, some teachers don't even have a degree in education. So you can see why it's important that you get more of your certificate or training in other areas of learning. So as an educator, a 21st century educator, we should be able to teach kids who learn differently. You should know something about special education so that when you even see it in your classroom, you can alert the school, let the parents know what is happening and how they can even get help. These are all the skills you need to get. And believe me, when you get all of these skills, you cannot be a normal educator. It just makes you extraordinary and just makes you different. You know, you just stay in a standard on your own. So add value, okay, and get trained. And then you also learn how to teach online, because the practicals that we do is done online. You're given the opportunity to teach kids with dyslexia, and you do it online because we teach kids online basically here at Dyslexia Help Africa using the Zoom app. So you get to know how to use this effectively. And believe me, it is fun, it is interesting, it is very creative, you know, it is exciting, you know, and you also learn that when you take your training with us. And then you learn how to teach any child how to read. I personally believe that taking the dyslexia course is even beyond just teaching children with dyslexia, you know, because when we look at the dyslexia training, we focus basically on the structured literacy method of teaching kids how to read. And everyone who has gone through this training is always asking, so why don't we use the structured literacy method in teaching kids how to read? Because it is more straightforward, it is more easier. I'm sure people who are currently on my training can testify that the structured literacy method is a method that doesn't only work for children with dyslexia, but works for children generally. And that is the thing about dyslexia intervention. When you learn how to teach kids with dyslexia, there is no child you cannot teach. I can confidently stand now and say that there are no limits every child can learn, because I have found a method that works for all kids. No matter how hard it seems, they can still learn. And I was able to learn this when I was learning how to teach children with dyslexia. So it is a big plus. Yes, you're learning to teach children with dyslexia, but beyond that, you're learning to teach kids with any learning difficulty at all. You're learning to meet the needs of diverse learners. You're learning to teach any child how to read, dyslexic or not. Okay. And then also, it gives you, and getting trained with us give you access to me. Yes, you get to be in the mentorship club where you have access to me directly, where we can have Zoom sessions, we can bring in people to train us more. Like this August, we're going to be engaging our people who are in the mentorship class. You can take the opportunity and teach kids, explore. So you get the opportunity to explore. We get to watch you and we get to correct you. So you're not left on your own at all. It's like a forever partnership where you and I are connected, like we are unbreakable, connected at all times. Isn't that amazing? We become a community here in Nigeria, here in Africa, where we are creating awareness and helping more children with dyslexia. So it's like we're in partnership, you and I, forever partnership in helping children with dyslexia all over Africa. And then you get to earn more. I mean, of course, if you're working online, you're going to earn more. And most of the classes we have here at Dyslexia Help Africa are very flexible. And most of them are even evening classes, like from 5 to about 8. So even if you have a 9 to 5 job, it means you can still make some extra cash in the evening by teaching kids with dyslexia. And if you even get clients who are outside Nigeria, who are outside Africa, you basically, it can be even more flexible working with them based on their time and your time here. So when educators talk about not being paid much, there are a lot of other things you can do to earn more. And one of them is taking this training and becoming an expert in teaching children with dyslexia. And beyond that, like I always say during the Teacherpreneur Series, you can be a kindergarten expert. If you're very good at teaching kids with kindergarten and you have recorded amazing results, okay, you can start teaching other educators how to teach kids in the kindergarten. Okay, so there are a lot of opportunities out there. And then, yes, you're earning more and you're working from home. I have a friend who just put to bed. She's an educator. And of course, what that means is that for now, work has to pause. Okay, because they both agree with the husband that at least till the baby is about clocking a year before she can start working again. But if you're working online, that is not even a problem at all. Right in the comfort of your home with your baby there, you're working. It is not a barrier, so it is an opportunity you should take. And this and all is what you learn when you take the dyslexia course with us. And then, yes, I mentioned that already, that you're able to teach kids all around the world. Okay, I get a lot of people reaching me. Oh, can you take kids from Ghana? Oh, can you take kids from Kenya? And we're even the ones telling them to hold on now for a bit until we're done building some of the structures we want to build. So, as an educator, you should take advantage of this course. And like I always love to say, if you have taken this course and it's very beneficial to you, our goal here at Dyslexia Help Africa, one of them is to create awareness. So don't let the knowledge end with you. Okay, let other people know that this is a course worth taking. This is a course worth taking. Okay, just imagine, okay, my coach, Mrs. Lola, got this information and stayed with it alone and refused to share it. I wouldn't have known about dyslexia. Or if she had not shared it with me and I didn't share it with some of you who are on this live show today, we won't be able to help the number of kids we are helping today. So don't let that knowledge stop with you, okay? Yes, you might not be able to maybe organize a big event, which I believe you still can. Just let me know. I always say I'm ready. Whatever city you want to create dyslexia awareness, just let me know. And I'm going to give you my full support. But aside that, we have social media. Okay, let people know what you have learned about dyslexia. Let them know that yes, they can learn how to teach kids with dyslexia and they can learn how to do it effectively. And you also know, if you know me very well, you know that I love to give lots of discounts because I believe that everyone who is interested, anyone who is passionate should be able to access this. And most times when I even realize that you're very passionate, you get to even have that training for free. A lot of people can testify to that. So get into this course. This course is just 50,000 naira. That's about $150. Okay, and you have the opportunity to break your payments. I give that. So you have the opportunity to do that. We make it very flexible. And if you get us on our good moment, you might even get a slash. All right. But like I always say, when I was having the show 2 weeks back with Mario, we said money is not always a problem. The first thing is you being willing. And when you're willing, you realize that the opportunities come, the doors open. So first, are you willing? Are you willing to take this training? Do you know someone who should take this training? We're ending the current batch soon, and next batch begins in August. Now, no, August is a holiday, it's summer holiday for us here in Nigeria. So, if you're an educator, you should take advantage of this opportunity. So, we are ending the okay. I had to switch. I didn't even know I was on Wi-Fi. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for joining me, Mario. Thank you for joining me, Patient. Thank you for joining me, Doshima. These are people who have tested the dyslexia training. All right. So I just wanted to be with you here today and tell you more about it so you can take the opportunity. So just reach out to me if you are interested, that's the first thing. If you are interested, just reach out to me. Don't even think about the money first. Reach out to me and then we can talk. Our goal is to ensure that a lot of educators, a lot of parents, not just educators, we have parents who have also taken this course. A lot of parents, a lot of educators know what to do in this light. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Um, I'll be taking my leave now. Thank you. Thank you. At least for those that have commented, I can see you in the comment there. Thank you. Have a good morning. If you have questions, also feel free to drop them in the comments, okay? I will always be here to respond to them. And from now, for now, from me to you, it's bye. Goodbye. Okay.